Hi, this is David. This will be a quick video to take you through creating your team, basically creating your roster, and we'll jump straight into it. So one prerequisite is that you have a team within the system. If you don't have a team, follow the introduction to 2025. That will go through creating a team and signing up, but we'll jump straight in here, assuming a team is in place. We are also assuming that we have no athletes. The first step would be to create some athletes. There's two ways to do that. You can select your team here. We only have one team, so it's pre-selected. You can click on the athletes button and then click on add new athlete, and you can go through joy of joy, creating data here and typing each one individually. But since most of us have this directly from the club admin, there's a way to paste this information in here. So if we just go back to the team dashboard, and we can do an import of athletes. Now, if you click on this example here, this little triangle here, it'll give you an example of what you need to paste in. So I have an example. So as you can see in the example here, anything in the square braces is optional. So what is required is the name, gender, age group. That's all that's required. Everything else is optional. So also known as, date of birth, any allergies, parent's name, parent's cell phone number, conference ID, all optional. This is the bare minimum that you need to get started. Now, this is what's called a comma separated list. So the process looks for a comma and it decides that that's the first entry, and anything on the right hand side of the comma is a second entry. If you had a name like Mary, Smith, for whatever reason, the system may have a hard time. It may think that Smith is the gender, right? So just be aware of that. You can also paste this in here using a tab if the comma doesn't work for you. If you wanted to paste your names in, like last name, comma, first name, you could use the tab instead. The easiest way to get this data is to go to Excel and export from Excel in a comma separated file. That's a .csv. So you do save as within Excel and save as, CSV. And then if you open that file in something like Notepad or on a Mac Notes, then you can get that data and paste it into here. So once you've got your data in here, I'll just add a new one just to show there's no complexity really, and this will be Joe Smith, and this will be a female, and we only have one age group in this team. And so there's two options here. You can replace the entire team. We don't have any team, so this will probably do the same as a merge. Or you can merge with the team. If you have an existing set of data and you want to merge some new athletes, let's say you were provided a list of 30 athletes at the start of the season and you've just received 8 more, you would do a merge. If you're replacing the whole team, typically people may do that at the start of the season, but both are options. So I will click replace. Now over on here, it's done some analysis. This is, mixing up the data that you've entered here with the data you already have in the system is reasonably complicated. So it's giving you some guidance here about what the system has seen happen. Right? In this example, it's seen that you've added 5 athletes. If you click on the added, it shows here that these are the names of the athletes that are going to be added. Looks exactly correct. We're adding 5. So if you click update, completed, return to that page, and you can see your changes. Okay, so hit close there. We'll go back to the team dashboard. And now if you click, if we could go back into athletes, and we'll see the athletes are listed there. We could add a new athlete, or we can go back here and we can click on the, I got that wrong, didn't I? If you want to modify an athlete, you could click on the athletes list. You could click on Joe Smith, and then you could change the details here. As you can see, we didn't enter a date of birth, we didn't enter a parent and phone number, we didn't enter a parent cell, we did enter a gender, and we did enter an age group. Those are recorded along with the name. Okay. Likewise, if we go to Brenner, and if we make a change here, okay, whenever we move away from this, the data is saved. Okay. So if you want to see how your athletes look, you can click on the athletes button. You can see there's 5 athletes. If you want to see additional information, just click on the name. Let's say, for example, you wanted to record that Brenna has a peanut allergy. You could click on Brenna, come to allergies, just type in peanuts, and then hit the save. Okay, the athlete is now saved. If you wanted to remove an athlete, you would just click the delete button here. Okay, back to the team dashboard. Now we have the ability to, we can export this list. So if you wanted to create 2 different teams for whatever reason, if you click on the export, it's create a full list here of all the data in the system in the same format that we just discussed, right? So the peanuts allergies is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th item. So it count across, and you'll find peanuts is there. The date of birth comes through as a default date of birth. Not really used within the system, so that's okay. If you wanted to make changes here, you could make the changes directly here, or you could go back to the athlete list. Typically, once you've got the list of athletes set up, you would use the athlete view. You may be making changes there to like a nickname and also known as. You may be recording the parent's cell phone number if you want to. Okay. So we go back to team dashboard, and now that we have our athletes, you can also go through and start doing the sign up process, which we'll discuss in another video. Thank you for your time.